Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I thought today we could do a little bookshelf tour. I've said before in my previous video, I still live at home, so I'm really working with what I have. Also, everything on my bookshelf is books that I've loved, I want to keep, and I want to show off. So I've read a lot more books than this, but these are just the ones that I want to show off and I love for whatever reason. I don't even have enough room in my bedroom to have one of the bookshelves that, you know, just kind of, oh my god, what are they called? Like the ones that just sit on the floor. I've had to put shelves in on my wall. This is also filling up very, very quickly, and I honestly don't know what to do when it gets full because I already don't have enough room right now for all the books that I love. I'm really trying to scrimp and just pick the ones that I truly, truly love. I'm telling you right now, when I move out, my bookshelf is going to take up a whole room, okay? But for now, this is what we're working with. So on the bottom, we have our Anna Huang. I never know how to say her last name correctly. We're going to go with that. So the first series I ever read was the Twisted series. These books have seen better days. Like, these books do look a little bit grubby, but I just can't bear to part with them because it's the series that got me into reading. If anyone wants to know my favourite, it's this one. I always wonder now, if I was to reread these, would I still love them? Reread Twisted Love a few months ago and I still love it. This was a 5-star read for me when I first read it, and I can't help but wonder, like, is it still 5 stars now? We then have The Striker, which, to be honest, I didn't really enjoy. I was debating keeping this or not because it was not my favourite, but because I have a whole shelf dedicated to her, I was like, oh, no, I'll keep it. I'll keep it for the time being because I do want to read the second one as well, and then we'll decide from there. I've then got the Kings of Sin series. I read these pretty much back to back, and I think that was my mistake because I wasn't obsessed with them. I really liked King of Wrath. Did not like King of Pride. Absolutely loved King of Greed, and then this one I did enjoy that one as well. I loved what's his name? I always say Xavier. It's not Xavier, is it? I don't know his name. We've then got the Elsie Silver / Cowboy Romance shelf. We have the beloved Chestnut Spring series. If this one isn't your favourite, what are you doing? However, if your favourite is Heartless, I will also accept that as an answer because she is a close second for me. Also, when I first started reading, I was a massive spine breaker, and as I've read more, I realised I don't want to break the spine. So you'll notice, like, the ones at the start definitely have their spines broken, and then as it goes on, like, none of these, they're not broken. These, again, one of the first book series I read, so spines are all broken, and as it goes on, I try not to break the spines. We've then got the Rose Hill series, also by Elsie Silver. This one I absolutely loved. Unfortunately, this one was not my favourite. I could not get behind the nicknames Fancy Face and Coach Thick Thighs. Like, I just got the ick, and it was like insta love. Didn't like that. But again, I'm keeping it because it's part of the collection, and I'm really excited for the third one. I've then got Holding the Reins. I started off saying my bookshelf was just all books that I love, and yeah, I've managed to pick out so many that I'm just like, I don't like, including this one. I was not a fan of this. The tension, the chemistry, everything was all sacrificed for smut. And don't get me wrong, I love a bit of smut, but I have to be very invested, very in love with the characters myself. I was not with this. I was very disappointed. However, I'm keeping it because it's Cowboy Romance and I do want to read the second one, and I've heard the second one is better, so I'm holding out. We then have the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I absolutely love these books with my whole heart. I have read Lost and Lassoed, but I'm waiting to get my trophy. I'm hoping it's going to come to the works soon because I'm getting kind of impatient. These are just the cutest little reads. They're like 300 pages each, and again, it's Cowboy Romance, so I'm gonna love it. Next shelf, we've got the only 2 books that I've read by Ali Hazelwood. I absolutely adored both of these. This was really fun. I think the people that are reading this are not liking it. They're taking it a bit too seriously. It's not like ACOTAR, it's not like Fourth Wing. It's just silly, goofy, fun times. This was sensational. Reading these 2 makes me want to get all of Ali Hazelwood's books. I've then got the Dream Harbour series, and look, guys, if you don't like this series, get out. I am just kidding. I do completely understand why people don't like these books. They are in third person, which I don't like. However, if you're just reading them for the vibes, you will like them. They are not crazy books with crazy plot lines and like really good in character depth. And this one is so pretty. Look at that glow. We then have Icebreaker, Wildfire and Daydream. I absolutely devoured these. I was not expecting to like Icebreaker as much as I did, but this was a 5-star read for me. We've then got the Knock 'Em Out series. I can't really remember that much from these. I know I absolutely love this one. This one I wasn't keen on, but I was so obsessed with Nash. And I also did like Things We Never Got Over. If you know me, you know this series is my whole entire existence. Boys of Tommen series. This one, Redeeming 6, my only 6-star read. Binding 13 and Keeping 13 were also 5 stars. I was going to say 6 then. They weren't 6 stars, they were 5. Saving 6 I gave 4, and then Taming 7 I gave 4 as well. And Saving 6 was really good, but I just found it a bit slow. And Taming 7, I really hope Gibbsy gets another book because he did not get the justice he deserved. That is why that is a 4-star for me and not a 5. I then have the Never After series by Emily McIntyre. I absolutely love these except from Scarred, which is why you will not see it there because I literally gave it a 1-star and I threw it away. Well, I didn't throw it away. I donated it. Or did I sell it? I think I might have put it on Vinted. I couldn't stand Tristan or Lady Bertram. The Lion King is literally one of my favourite childhood movies of all time. That book ruined it for me, sadly. I love the rest of them. Love the rest of them. We then have Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. Oh my god, the love I feel for this book. If you haven't read it yet, you need to read it. Check your trigger warnings. We then have Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. The audiobook to this was absolutely hilarious. I've never laughed so much at a dark romance. And Josh is honestly, like, this is a dark romance. He's a stalker, but he is just the biggest cinnamon roll, golden retriever, main character that you've ever read about. This is a book I want to read a million times over. Again, just for Josh, just for the vibes. I'm going to have to stand on my chair to show you these ones. We have Fourth Wing, Iron Flame. And do you know what's annoying? Broke the spine on this like crazy. Like, that is fully cracked. And Iron Flame, because I read it on Kindle. Oh! No! No! What happened? What happened? I literally don't know how that has happened. I haven't touched it. That's really annoyed me. Anyway, we've then got the Mind F series. I'm not sure what I can say on YouTube. My mother actually just read this series. She also gave it a 5-star. If you haven't read it yet, you absolutely need to. Female rage in a book. We've then got the Akatar series up here. Again, the spines. I really wish I took more care, but I will live. If you think A Court of Mist and Fury is the best one, then we can be besties. If you think A Court of Wings and Ruin is the best one, we can also be besties because I will accept that as an answer. And then got the Powerless series by Lauren Roberts. This one I'm really conflicted about because I do really like it. I did really like this one. I did think it was massively overhyped. I actually enjoyed this one more, a little novella. And this one, I was just kind of like, well, what was the point? So that is my entire bookshelf. I've got some down here that don't make the cut. So that is my bookshelf. I've tried organising the best I can, but I think the more books I get, the more I'm not going to be able to. Like, this is like the Anna Huang shelf. This is like cowboy romance shelf. This is kind of like fluffy, cutesy, good vibes. This one doesn't really go together. This was going to be like a dark romance, but this is the dark romance bit. Although everyone says Boys of Tommen is just like a temporary romance, but the themes are dark, so I would include that as a dark romance. And then again, I was gonna have fantasy on the top, but I've got Throne of Glass coming, and that's gonna need a space. So I was gonna put that on this shelf, and yeah, they're just kind of all blurring into one. It's not going how I wanted it to go, but the shelves are so small, I don't think that's gonna happen. I have had thoughts to put a bookshelf there. So get rid of those and just have a big bookshelf there. Look, it's my baby. Everyone, this is Boots. She is my soulmate, my lifeline. When she dies, I die. Isn't that right? Oh! Yeah, I pretty much have no other options of where to put my books until I move out, because I would put them there, but the fact that it would be over my bed scares me. And also my boyfriend made a very good point of like, if I've got some books there and then I've got these ones there, they're not all in the same place. And he said, you want your books all in the same place, don't you? And I was like, you're absolutely right. This is also where the magic happens. This is my reading chair. I love it. I just love it here. So there we have it. That is my bookshelf. It's not crazy aesthetic. It's not a wall library, but I'm telling you, one day,